Bienvenido a la conferencia de la prensa después de la carrera y ahora en inglés porque mi español no es bueno, lo siento. Welcome to this Road 24 Mexico City E-Prix post-race press conference. Joining us on stage we have race winner Pascal Wehrlein from the Tankerworth Porsche Formula E team, Sébastien Buemi from Envision Racing and Nick Cassidy from Jaguar TCS Racing. Starting with you, Pascal, congratulations. Your fourth Mexican podium in a row, second win here of course. A superbly managed race, despite losing the few minutes of attack mode under the safety car. Another success in Mexico, talk us through it.
Yeah, I would say a pretty good day with pole position and the race win. I think our focus in the off-season especially was on qualifying, as that was one of our weaknesses in the last half of the season last year, and I think, or I hope we did a good step forward. Let's see if it's just a Mexican topic or if we can confirm that the next couple of events. But yeah, nevertheless, really happy about the pole position. Probably as happy as about the race win, to be honest. So yeah, and the race was not an easy one. It probably looked easier than it was because I was leading almost the whole race and couldn't save a lot of energy, just always a little bit to increase my targets, but yeah, I saw Seb doing once a mistake behind him, which opened then a gap and put him out of the slipstream, and from there on the race was a bit easier, and yeah, very good day. So thanks to my team, thanks for all the hard work, and we need to keep pushing. We yeah, cannot accept that the same thing what happened last year will again happen this season.
Just to follow on from the way the race planned out, last season we saw lots of evidence of it being hard to lead races, but it didn't seem to be a problem at all here, racing today. You even said that in your interview after the race it was like doing quali laps, which is obviously a rare luxury in Formula E. What allowed that to be the case today?
Well, I mean, in terms of pushing, it was like a quali lap, just trying to maximize always the corner speeds, but I think this track is one of the tracks where it's not so easy to overtake. Yes, you can overtake, but yeah, you're already more flat out than on some other tracks. So I quite like the mix because, you know, tracks like Berlin or Portland, there it's quite a bit of a mess in the beginning of the race until the pace picks up. So it's also good on the other hand that we have a couple of other races where actually qualifying matters and where we really want to start in the top 5.
One lap pace last season was a real challenge for you and the team, but with the pole today and then converting that into a race win at the first race of the season, does it feel like the hard work in the off-season might have now given you the full package?
I think so. I definitely have a good feeling, and already during testing, you know, end of last season, it was clear that we made steps forward. But obviously Mexico is somehow always a special track for us, that's why I'm a bit cautious, but hopefully we can confirm that good performance in qualifying also on other tracks.
Thank you very much. Moving on to you, Sébastien. Congrats on the podium. Furthered your own record of front row starts and then converted that into a second place. How was your race?
Yeah, I think it was quite a smooth race, to be honest. I mean, the idea was obviously to try to stay behind Pascal and save a bit of energy. I think I got a bit unlucky with the attack mode. I mean, he managed to take both attack mode very quickly, and then with the safety car, obviously the gap came back to 0. So then I had to spend energy to make sure I could build a bit of a gap with Günther and make sure I wouldn't lose the position. After that, I was obviously trying to be as efficient as I could, and I made a pretty big mistake, and obviously lost a bit of time. But then towards the end, I kept under consuming. I felt like I had the pace to catch Pascal, but then it was so hard to pass, and I would have needed to take so much risk, but I was not really willing to do that. And at the same time, they told me that it was under investigation, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try to bring home P2 and see what happens.
Obviously a tough blow for your teammate Robin Fryans, but otherwise early signs of a very good overall package for the Envision car. And you might have carried that momentum, that edge you had over from last season. Does it feel that way?
Well, I mean, we know from the rules that, you know, everything has been homologated for 2 years, so there is no reason why we shouldn't be able to keep, you know, fighting at the front. Obviously, everyone can improve their software and get better, but today we showed that we seem to be, still good. Obviously for me it's still a bit strange because I just sat a day and a half in the car in Valencia and that's it, basically since London, so I felt a bit rusty yesterday, but that's the way it is and it's still good to finish good.
More generally speaking, how did the race today differ from last season, which obviously was the debut of the Gen 3? Did it play out how you expected it to?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that overtaking was going to be difficult. The target was a little bit lower to start with, but qualifying today was extremely important, and then you could maybe make a position with the attack model, and that was more or less it. So we knew before the race that qualifying was going to be really important and much more than on some different tracks. So yeah, we did the job in quali, and then of course scoring good points is always good.
Well, congratulations again. Nick Cassidy, podium, the first race for the new team. Great thing to start the season with. Now you're already 6 points higher, you're already 6 more points than you scored in your first 3 races last season with the fastest lap, of course. You've got to be happy with that, surely.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm really happy. I feel this was probably my most complete day together in Formula E. It's a really good start with Jacob TCS Racing. I honestly, to be honest, didn't really feel connected with the package this weekend. I struggled a lot, and so to have this result is a really nice start.
Something quite unfamiliar for Formula E racing. You were the only driver in the top 5 to make a position from the starting order. Most of the moves were quite down the order, and they all pretty much happened in the first half of the race. Why do you think that was?
I think as the other guys have touched on, it's really hard at this circuit, in my opinion, to stay close. The tires get very, very hard. It's very difficult to overtake, and yeah, we were stuck. I think the penalty, we had a good position penalty, it dropped us back 1 spot. Probably really hurt the outcome of the challenge for today's win. But I can't complain. Really, it's a nice start for us as a team.
Very strong showing for all the Jaguar power cars, aside from the incident problem, but 3 out of the top 5 powered by that Jaguar powertrain. A better collective result than any other manufacturer. Now we saw that quite a lot towards the end of last season. Does that now give you quite a lot of confidence for the rest of this season, especially with Diriyah up next, a circuit that has historically been pretty good for Jaguar?
Look, I think it's nice, I think we're in the game, but when you look at qualifying, that there was 1/10 to come in the top 6 in a group, which is the difference between starting pole and top, that it's pretty damn close, and it's about putting that up together in that circumstance. You look at Jake or Antonio, I think that they're 2 of the guys that could be up here with Pascal as well. I mean, Pascal showed their package is really, really strong. Porsche, obviously last year dominated Diriyah, so we have to keep working. We're not perfect, but it's nice to be in this position when you're looking for the details.